Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Common English Mistakes. Don't just learn, improve. So today we're going to look at a mistake I heard a waiter make using the verbs bring and take, which is similar to go and come. Sometimes people mistake these, but it is a fairly easy concept, so it shouldn't take too long. Where it gets a little bit more confusing and where I see more mistakes is with phrasal verbs using these verbs, especially go and come back. So we'll look at those ones and also some other phrasal verbs. So anyway, the mistake is up here. A waiter in a restaurant talking to two people at a table says, "I'll take you the menu in a moment." So just pause the video, try to correct the sentence. And well done if you said, "I'll bring you the menu in a moment." So bring and take basically have the same meaning: to go with someone or something to a place. It's just a question of where that place is in relation to the speaker and the person they're talking to. Generally, you're going to take things away from the speaker or there, and you're going to bring things either towards the speaker, towards the person you're talking to, or just here. So our waiter in the restaurant brings the menu towards the speaker, the person he's speaking to, or here. But then his boss says, "Can you take these dishes to table 3? Away from the speaker, there. When you talk about people, it basically just means a company. So I take my kids to school in the morning, away from the speaker, there. You say at a party, "I see Tom has brought his new girlfriend." Here. Some more examples. I take my laptop to work, there, away from the speaker. But kids always say in class, "Sorry, I didn't bring a pen." Here. When you go on holiday, obviously you take suitcases, there, away from the speaker. Then maybe you get to your destination and say, "Oh, I forgot to bring a towel." Here. There are, however, a couple of situations where it's natural to use the word bring, which doesn't really follow the rule. So just look at these 4 sentences here and think, what is the thing being brought? And also, what is the place in each of the sentences? So it's quite natural to use bring if you're talking about gifts or things you give people. Also, if it's in the direction of the event you're talking about. Like the last one, maybe it's a football match, it's going to rain there. In the direction of the football match, bring an umbrella. So that's take and bring. It's the same concept for go and come. You go there, away from the speaker, come here, in the direction of the speaker or the person the speaker's talking to. So students in my class ask me, "Can you come here to my desk?" Going back to the waiter in the restaurant, maybe the boss says, "Go to table 3, see if they want anything." And remember, here and there can refer to very different sizes. Could be a table in a class or a restaurant, could be a whole country. You ask your friend, "When are you going to Australia?" But if you live in Italy, you ask your friend, "When are you coming to Italy?" And again, sometimes it gets a bit confusing depending on where the person you're speaking to is. If you're speaking to somebody in the office, you say, "I go home straight away after work, there to a different place." But if you're calling home, speaking to someone in your home, you're going to say, "I'll come home straight after work," in the direction of the person you're speaking to. So that's the general concept. Always just remember, take, go there, bring, come here. If you remember that, you're going to generally avoid mistakes. So let's now look at the phrasal verbs go back, come back, and get back. They all mean to return. Go back, return to a different place where the speaker isn't. Come back, return to the place the speaker is at or the person they're speaking to is. And get back is to arrive at the place, here or there. So that being said, just pause the video and complete these 3 sentences with one of the phrasal verbs. And well done. If you said, why did you come back here? I forgot my keys. We love Greece. In fact, we're going back, returning there next year. And did you get back okay last night? Return to your house. There. Quite a natural question to ask that. And again, it can depend on where the person you're speaking to is. In this sentence, if you're speaking to somebody in New York, you're going to say, I'm going back, returning to my home or home country on Monday. If you're speaking to somebody in your country, you're going to say, I'm coming back on Monday, in the direction of the person you're speaking to. You could also say, I'm getting back Monday. I'm arriving home Monday. So let's now look at 5 more phrasal verbs, which all have a similar meaning and follow the same concept. Just pause the video and think what is happening in all of these sentences. And well done if you said. These phrasal verbs with over or round means the same thing, is all about going to someone's house as a social occasion. So, going over, taking something over, like a bottle of wine, someone else's house, coming over, bringing something over to the speaker's house. Have someone over or have someone round is a nice way to say invite people to your house. And usually this is for dinner or drinks. Just be careful here because unlike the others, which are separable and you can move the object either in the middle or after the particle, have someone over, have someone round needs to go verb, object, particle. Have over someone sounds very bad. Finally, let's just look at take something back, bring something back. If you buy something and you no longer want it and you have the receipt, watch the pronunciation there, you're gonna take it back to the shop and get your money back. However, of course, these days we buy things online. You don't take things back online, you send them back. Probably you've sent something back on Amazon. This one we can also use in a restaurant. If you're unhappy with your food, you can send it back to the kitchen where it was cooked. Bring something back means to return to somewhere with something. As I said in a previous lesson, I always bring back a fridge magnet when I go on holiday to my home. You can also use this in the context of the supermarket. You might say to someone who lives with you, can you bring back some milk when they go to the supermarket? And sometimes this is talking about an illness. So you go somewhere and you say, I brought back a cold from that place. So hopefully those phrasal verbs are useful for you. Main thing to remember from today's lesson is just the general concept. Go there, take someone or something there, come here, bring someone or something here to the place where the speaker's at or the person they're speaking to is. If you remember that general concept, you're going to avoid most of the mistakes people make. There's no practice today. As ever, guys, if you've come to this channel and you're taking something away from today's lesson, wherever you go, do make sure to like and subscribe, help this channel grow. it would be much appreciated. So let's just have a look at today's question. Which place, holiday destination, place that you visited, would you like to go back to, return to? Do write your answers in the comments, guys. A good way to practice a phrasal verb people often get wrong. Anyway, other than that, I'll see you in another video in the next couple of days. So until next time, see ya.